Hello guys, the TB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have the finals of a tournament. We have Slayer 706 versus Asanolija, and this is going to be for, well, I guess first place gets 2 boxes of post-pod, and then second place gets 1 box of pod. So they're both going to walk out winners, but one's going to be a better winner. So we can go ahead. Oh, before we hop into this, make sure to go ahead and check out the Vanala Discord link down below at the very top of the description, and let's go ahead and hop right in. So we are going to see Slayer win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, and then they're going to decide to go first 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Opening hands, we have talents, subtraction, addition, silent mining, multiplication. They have Aluber, branded in red, Aluber, planet, and Miri. So it's branded Tearlament versus MathMech. MathMech's going to go ahead and activate silent mining, discard multiplication, and then go search out diameter. And then normal summon diameter effect, the special summon back up from the graveyard. And then overlay those, summon Albert effect, detach to go search, and then that'll go search out circular. Because circular can go dump an extender, is an extender, and can grab the trap. Sigma summon out, and then circular effect to go search. And then that's going to go search out the good old super factorial. Subtraction effect, target circular, summon out, make that lose 1,000. And then we're going to overlay all of those. Okay, so we're going to hand loop a card from their hand. Effect. Oh, what do we hit? We hit an Aluber. Okay. And then effect, tribute off the XYZ, summon back out subtraction. Turn that into disciple. Okay, so we're doing this play because we want talents out of hand. Otherwise, we could have summoned addition first, because that's what we're doing here. We could have summoned addition first. And then we could have, we would have turned it into Devote, Albert effect, tribute Devote, summon back, and then Devote effect to summon tokens. It's not the greatest. I don't know, it's very awkward when you go into like the hit a guy from hand turn 1. I personally don't like that play. I don't think I have done that. I think I did it once actually, but it was mainly to like send a monster they had. I don't remember this scenario though. I don't know. I tend to try to keep like a MathMech in hand. Like if I have that many MathMechs, like they had 4 plus talons, you know, I want to keep 1 in hand maybe, maybe even 2. I'm trying to have good follow up. Then go for Devote. Activate Devote effect, because you know we're gonna have diameter, disciple, tribute Devote, and then we are going to draw, put back, draw called by, and then put back talents, Devote effects, special summon out tokens. So bring out the 2, and then turn those into Cyber's Wicked, and then we're gonna turn those into IP. And then we're gonna get Cyber's Wicked effect, banish to go search. See if this was done like a little bit different, like if we went back and we tributed Devote off of Albert, then we get to keep the Albert on board, and that Albert originally had a diameter under it, so we get to like do the turn safe, playing through Nib. And you know, Nib's like an actual card. Everyone keeps saying like, oh, I don't play around that card game 1. It's like, what does that even mean? Do you play around it game 2 and 3 as if it's not already in their main deck? I don't know. But Cyber's Wicked, go search diameter, and then we're going to set pass. But this is still fine. I mean, technically, it's better than what my end board would have ended up being, because I don't know, would I have played it safe or would I have tried to put back talents? Because at that point, the only hand trap they could have is Nib. Kind of awkward. One day when we get the undo button, one day I'll be able to undo and like look back at the hand. That's the only hand of like MathMech that I can't like tell you the end board instantly of is when it has like a lot of MathMech names, just because I haven't been playing the deck for that long. So like I don't open like super heavy extender hands, and to be honest, even my super heavy extender hands, I don't like super heavy extend into. Um, so like talking about like full committing a board, I don't know. Like there's probably a way to like. I mean, there was a way to do like the exact same end board with less, as long as you don't rip a card from hand. Then you have more follow up. Activate Planet. Planet goes search. Planet goes search the Hafinus. IP effect, Chain Hafinus. I feel like this was weird. If you think they're going to search Hafinus, or if they're going to search Rhino, couldn't you IP into Appaloosa before? I guess like if they chain Hafinus, then they have to mill really good. And they don't. Yeah, okay. And then we bring out Appaloosa. And then they're going to activate their graveyard effect. Chain Appaloosa negate. They thought about it. Obviously, you negate that. You don't want to use your called bandit either. Activate Super Factorial. Summon out from the graveyard. And then overlay those. Go into the MathMech. Effect. Detach 3. Send field spell. Send Hafinus. Send a card from their hand. So we're going to hit Aluber. Hey, this card just stays sniping Aluber. Hafinus effect, Chain Appaloosa. And then Shaylin effect. They're going to let Shaylin go through. So summon itself out by getting rid of Amiri. Mills Beast. So then we're going to be able to get the Beast and Miri. Chain called by on Miri. Yes, they're going to get Beast, draw Shaylin. Battle phase, attack Appaloosa, main phase 2, set branded in red, and passes. They didn't normal summon this turn, so they could have normal summoned Shaylin, and then that could have made Redoer, right? They didn't normal summon just to make sure. They went Hafinus, Mill, negate. Then Shaylin called by so they didn't normal summon this turn. Yeah, they could just summon the other Shaylin, made Redoer. Redoer's pretty nice. You can beat over the MathMech. You can fusion summon. But yeah. It's just like we do have to fusion on their turn, though, because we had already milled Shaylin and it got negated. But that's fine. I'd rather be able to fusion on their turn than to have a Shaylin in hand. Draw DD Crow. Then go main phase, normal summon Diameter, Diameter effect, special summon back out addition. And then activate Branded in red, target Aluber, chain DD Crow on Aluber. And moving on into the next game, we will see the branded Tearlament go first. We have Parallel, Cosmic, Imperm. They play it Kara, Divine, Karanate, and Subtraction. That's very interesting that they play this. I guess we can go over it. It's probably the first and last time we'll see it. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by tributing all face-up monsters on the field that activated their effect this turn in your opponent's monster zone. The only problem is, like, you have to get your opponent's monsters to actually activate their effects. Then this gains 1,500 for each monster tributed. During the end phase, or during your end phase, you can target one monster in your opponent's graveyard, special summon it to your field. Then they have TC Boo, Tragedy, Fawn of Albash, Shaylin, and Super Poly. So those cards, like, really bad. One day it might end up being good, but there's a lot of cards that are like that. We're going to get Miri 2, Tragedy 1. So put back, summon out Kit, go search Aluber, and then Kit effect now. They said think on that. They're going to let it go through. They want to stop the branded stuff, I'm guessing, which is why they had allowed that to go through. Go search is Rhino Heart, normal summon Aluber effect, chain Imperm on it. Yeah, I mean, Like, if you imprimalber, it can lead you to a scenario where, like, yes, you can get punished by a branded fusion, but if you don't, then they get an extra fusion summon out of it, which is an extra Dragos to Palia, or really whatever they want. There's a lot that they could end up doing. A lot also decides on, like, the mills. Summon, and then effects, so mill 5, and then we get the dump one. Mills have Venus, branded in red. We're gonna dump Shaylin, and then Huff Venus and Shaylin effects. So put back Huff Venus, Kit, Shaylin, and Aluber. So we're gonna summon Masquerade, and then Dragos to Palia. Set TC Boo, Super Poly, and then pass turn. They draw another one. Okay, activate Cosmic, hits the Super Poly. And then activate subtraction effect on Dragos to Palia, so make that lose 1,000. Summon Link off in the Lingerie Bow. Parallel Exceed. Just thinking, like, was it worth flipping TC Boo on subtraction summon to play around Lingerie Bow? Maybe. Guess it's bit awkward. If you just activate it there, like, what does the opponent really do? Because they have to have cyber stuff to, like, actually link into things. Or they're linking into an IP, but that's also cyber, so, like, TCB is going to stop that. Summon Parallel effect to summon. They said sec thinking, bring out Parallel. And then overlay those, summon out Albert effect, attach to go search, chain Dragos to Palia on it. And then special summon out by tributing the Dragos to Palia. Battle phase, beat over, and then we're just gonna move to end phase. We moved to end phase? Really? Do we, like, there's no, like, they don't know what the set card is. So that's, like, kinda wild. Right? It's like, even if it was, like, a Tearlament trap, they don't have a Tearlament anymore. Right there, you would just simply play into it, right? And you go for, like, Heat Soul. It's actually a cool play, right? Because you could go Lingribo, MathMech, Splash Mage summon back. We lose 6. We're at 34. We make Heat Soul, pay 1,000 to draw. So that puts us down to 18. Ooh. Says it's a cool play, but it might not be. Because we get the draw one. And then we can tag out the Heat Soul into an IP. Because we have less than 2,000, but I don't even know if that is worth it. Also, how exactly is Heat Soul worded? That's probably another thing that could come up. Pretty sure it'd just be like on resolution. If you have 2,000 or something life points, then you can do that. But it's definitely something I would want to make sure of before I commit to that play. Draw Shaylin, banish Tragedy to set. That's going to set the Branded Fusion, and then activate the Branded Fusion. Dump Hafinus and Fallen of Albaz, summon Lubellion 2, Hafinus 1, Dragos to Palia 3. Put back Hafinus, Miri, summon Kit, and then activate the Kit effect. Kit, go dump Miri effect. That could go for Rhino Heart if they wanted. And yeah, they are going to go for Rhino Heart. So summon, effect to spin back. Spin that back, switch to attack, center battle phase, and then, yeah, there you go, ahead and emit defeat. So, moving on into game 3 now, we are going to see MathMech go first, opening hands. We have Nabla, Addition, Circular, Ash, Talents. They have Aluber, Hafinus, Droplet, Fallen of Albaz, Aluber. Okay, so they're going to go ahead, Circular effect, Sigma, special summon out, and then Sigma effect, special summon out. Circular effect, Chainlink 1 to try to go search, and then Hafinus, Chainlink 2. They could ash this, and they are going to ash it. Yeah, I think you do. Go search to Super Factorial. Activate Talents hits at hand. Um, they're gonna hit Droplet. Okay, that makes sense since they have Alubur, Fallen of Albaz, Hafinas. You know that two of these cards, like an Alubur and Fallen of Albaz, probably will not do anything. So they have two dead cards in hand just because they simply have too many normal summons. Now, said gonna do it weird. Ooh, okay. Summon Nabla, effect tribute itself off to summon out Diameter. Addition effect. Oh, it's so weird. It is. But I mean, to be fair, like, you know your opponent doesn't have anything. So it's like, oh, we're just searching a floodgate. We're just gonna search D barrier. Okay. Yeah, effect summon back out circular, so that when we activate super factorial, we can get circular effect to search. I was just kind of like blown away. Yeah, I mean that works. Like searching D barrier, that you know that just skips the opponent's turn, and you have enough follow up to where you should be able to win. Yeah, I was gonna suggest something different, but they're on D barrier, so like searching D barrier there seems nice. The other play would have pretty much just been like overlay for Albert with Sigma circular effect to go search. We have two more in hand. We know their hand. I guess it also depends what else is in their deck. I don't think a lot of people were playing the other MathMech trap. I forget its name. It's like Ignition or something like that. It says Pop 1. But I think that card's very good. A lot of people are sleeping on that card. But it's just like another in-engine trap to search. Summon Alibur effect. Like a lot of people play 2 super factorial. You can tell like this player probably does too because they play 2 of the guy that hits from hand. I don't know. I don't know if that's right or not. Please tell me you top deck reboot. Imagine. Go search Branded Fusion. That'd be the ultimate punish. D barrier on Fusion, battle phase, attack circular. You just activate this because you know your opponent's entire hand besides tragedy. You want circular effect to search. Activate the effects. So we're gonna go ahead. They said think on that. I mean, are you gonna chain Hafinas? Like, I guess it allows you to beat over circular. Hits tragedy. Tragedy effect to go search. Oh, that's interesting because you could negate this, right? But then they have Hafinas summon, and that beats over circular. Yeah, it's not even worth it. You just let it go through. Like, the search doesn't do anything. Sure. Yeah, go grab Adlib, pass turn. And we know your hand. We know there's Hafinas. We're going to go Equation, summon back out Diameter. Sigma effect to summon itself out from the graveyard. Overlay into negate to negate Hafinas. Albert 1, circular 2. Hafinas 3, Albert 4 to negate. Looks like we forgot our circular search, but it doesn't even matter because we win. We're going to talent draw, normal summon, effect, special summon back up from the graveyard, link off in the Splash Mage summon back out Sigma, and then turn those into Update Jammer, and then go for access code, effect, getting attack, Update Jammer, brrr, go for game. Yeah, GG's. There's a lot of branded stuff in that deck. But we are going to end up seeing the MathMech player win 2-1 here. The D barrier really went in there. I mean, it's like the thing is they probably were already going to win anyways. The opponent's hand wasn't even that great. And we full comboed, plus talents looked at their hand. But it's like the D barrier was definitely just like the cherry on top that really simplified it. And with all of that being said, we're going to see that it was 45 minutes long. Slayer will win the 2 boxes of Pod, while Anaconda will only win 1 box of post-Pod. So both still walking away winners. This was a free tournament to enter, so like any prizing is profit. And yeah, you can go ahead and check out their Discord down below at the very top of the description if you want to play in any of their future tourneys. I don't know if they plan on hosting or anything. I'm going to assume that they are since they asked me to shout out their Discord. It'd be kind of awkward if they didn't. And then also you can check out my TCG player affiliate link down below at the very top. All the money I make off of that, I put back in the giveaways. I actually need to do a giveaway today. Good thing I brought that up. The next video that is going up will actually have a giveaway in it because I just talked about it right now and remembered about it. There's also like my Patreon that you can check out. And then there's also my Imperium Duelist code that you could use. You get 10% off. That's nice. Also on the Patreon, I have my, well, not my current MathMech deck, because it would have been from a couple days ago, and my decks change a lot, but you have close to my current MathMech deck on there, if you want to check that out. My MathMech deck, my Tearlament updated list, I don't think it's been posted on there. Oh, no, it has. Updated my Tearlament list on there. There was one more, too. Oh, yeah, my Sprite Punk deck, I think I also put on there. But with all that being said, the DB Grinder, signing off. Peace. Have a nice day. Stay safe.